Hello everyone, I am RiverFox and welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World video. If you are new around here, don't forget to drop a like down below and hit that subscribe before you go. If you do subscribe, please just drop a little note down below just to let me know you've subscribed, because I do like to always try and give a shout out to any new subscribers when they join, but it doesn't always show me your names when you subscribe. So just to make sure, if you let me know in the comments, then I can make sure that I give you a shout out in one of my future videos. But today we're going to be talking about some sniper rifles. Now I'm not a huge massive sniper rifle person, but I have been slowly building up my sniper rifles and leveling them up to 106s. So we're going to be testing out today 4 sniper rifles. Now the first one is the Yeoman Sniper rifle, which you may notice if you've seen my recent video when the Yeoman first came out. I did do a video on that, so I will drop a link in the description for that video if you want to check it out in full. But I almost fell over the edge then. But we'll also be testing out the new Neon Sniper rifle. Well, no, I take that back. It's not a new sniper rifle. It has been out for quite a while, but it's only recently just been made available that you can research it from the collection book. So I thought I would add that in to my testing, because it is a sniper that I've wanted for almost a year. Ever since I first started, I've been wanting that sniper rifle, and I finally managed to get it. But the next one that we'll be testing is the Obliterator, which is another sniper that's been out for quite a while, but I've never really used it up until now. So we'll test that one out. And the last one that we're going to be testing is the Old Betsy, another long-term sniper rifle. It's been out for quite some time, but again I've had it in my inventory for quite a while and I've never really used it, so we'll be testing that one out as well. So while I go and do a hunt and search for some smashers for testing, what I'll do is I'm going to pop some footage up on screen for you now of the Yeoman's Sniper from the video I did before. So I'll pop that up on the screen now while I hunt for some smashers, and I will see you in a few minutes. Another smasher over here. So we're going to try see exactly how many shots with this Yeoman Sniper it will take to destroy the smasher. So if we can try for headshots. Yes, he has one shot. Oh, there's a second. That's 3, 4. I think I missed that one. It's difficult when they move around, trying to aim the sight at it. 5, 6, 7. Now I want to be careful because I don't want him to go falling off the mountain. 8. Got to get down off here. Oh, and you come back here. 9, 10. Move out the way of them and then they won't hit you. 11, 12, 13, 14 shots. That's all it takes to kill the smasher. Okay, for our next test I'm going to use the Neon Sniper rifle, which I got the neon set up now at the moment with 2 crit ratings on it to give it that more chance of a crit damage, and I've got it on energy, which is like a standard perk for it. It doesn't allow you for some reason to change the element on it, but with the neon sniper rifle is pretty good, especially for defenders, but also for for any husks. It's like if you look around, you can actually use it. I can't see any at the moment, but you can use it to see through walls. See, like there's some husks over there which you can't even see, but as soon as you scope through it, you can see the husks through the walls, and they won't even know that you're there. So that's one good thing that I like about the neon sniper. Now I found a smasher over here, and hopefully he's not going to see me. I'm going to try for headshots as much as possible, but we'll have a look, see how many shots this one will take. So let's see. We got 9 so far. 11. I'll try to move around to keep out of the way of them as well. 13 shots. Let's see if we can shift back up here out of their way. Let's see. So that was 17 shots, which isn't too bad considering it's got a lot less damage to it than the Yeomans, which you saw just now, but it's got the added bonus being able to see through walls and things like that. So even if you've got defenders up, you can literally block them in totally, and they won't be able to get killed by by the husks, because the husks won't know where they are, which is always a bonus. And of course they can shoot through the walls as well, so even though you can see the husks through the walls, you can actually shoot them through the walls as well. So once I can get away from all of this lot, which everywhere I go there seems to be a lot more of them, but as soon as I can get away from these, I will demonstrate that part for you. Hopefully I think I'm away enough. Let's see. Now they're all the way over there, and you can see that one there, which I'm not doing too great with my aim, but you can actually see them being shot through the actual stone. Now that one's underground somewhere. There we are, we got him, and he was underground. So brilliant. So that is the neon sniper. Now we're going to try and find another smasher now, and try out this new Obliterator, which I got this morning as well, and see how well that does against smashers. Now I like to test them against smashers because of course they're the hardest ones for you to try and kill. You can always get your other husks, and they're easy enough to kill, and probably 1 or 2 shots, but I like to try and do it against smashers, so at least you can see its sort of full potential of what the gun can do. So another good thing is you can use it to this neon one to actually look around and find the smashers. So I will go and find a smasher, and I will be back with you shortly. Okay, right. Well, I have found a smasher over here. Looks to be, I think, a nature one. Looking at that. So we will try out now this Obliterator and see how good that one is. I haven't used this one yet, so we'll see how good it is now compared to the other ones. It is a scoped sniper rifle. Now, it didn't do very much damage there on the first shot, but if you get some good headshots on it, it does do, you know, a tiny bit of damage. I'm not sure whether I prefer my Yeomans to this one, but oh, let's get rid of you out of the way first. Now the good thing about it is it does have quite a big magazine size on it compared to the Yeomans, which I do like. Has only got you know, a single shot, but I think even though it's a single shot, my Yeomans is set up with the same knockback that the Obliterator has got, and I do prefer the Yeomans, I think. I mean, I've lost track how many shots this has taken, but it has taken quite a lot of shots here to kill this smasher. Luckily, because I'm all the way up the mountain, he doesn't know where I am, and he's just wandering around. But this should be the last shot. No. There you go. So yes, it did take quite a lot of shots there to kill that one. Whereas with my Yeoman, as you saw from the footage earlier, which albeit was taken a couple of weeks ago when the Yeomans first come out, but it only has like a one shot to it, and it doesn't have the scope on it that the Obliterator's got. But I mean, that's one shot on a mini husk with the Yeomans, and that's one shot on a big one there with the Obliterator. Let's try this one. This one will be a small one. See, now they, you know, most other husks are one shot by the looks of it, but I don't know, I do prefer personally my my Yeomans, and once they fix whatever this glitch is that it's not quite hitting its shots all the time, it'll probably, I reckon, be a lot better damage than the Obliterator. Because of course, if we go in now to have a look, the DPS on the Obliterator is almost 20,000, but my Yeomans is 35,000. So it does a lot more damage on the Yeoman than the Obliterator, but you know, it's personal preference, I think. So they're both pretty worthwhile weapons, both pretty good weapons to use. I would probably stick the Obliterator and probably this Neon on some defenders, and box them in with this, and you know, do it that way, because I don't think, yeah, now the Obliterator, see, will shoot through walls, but it doesn't give you the you know, the image behind it that the Neon does, whereas a Neon, you can see the husks through it, and you can even shoot the husks through it. but the Obliterator, you can't see them through the wall. You can only shoot through the wall. So they're both, you know, they're both pretty good in their own right. And from a distance as well, it doesn't do too bad a shot from a distance. Now this is quite a way away that it's rendered, but you can see the knockback of the Obliterator. Now it's so far away that when you shoot, it doesn't show you straight away that the husk has gone, because it's quite a way in the distance to render. But I mean, it's so far that it doesn't even wake up any of the other husks around it. So I mean, I'm clearing these away from the top of this mountain here, and none of the other husks next to it are even waking up. But each shot with this Obliterator, look how high that goes after you've shot. So it's quite a distance. Does have quite a bit of knockback on it. I want to try some other ones here. Let's see, we got some. Oh, I've cleared them ones already. Let's have a look. We got any other ones quite far away? Oh, let's try them over there. They're not quite as far away, but see, when you shoot them, that doesn't have quite as much knockback, so it doesn't fling the sight anywhere near as much. Of course, they know where I am now, but hopefully they can't get up to me anyway. They're just looking up at me. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? I will have you. There you go, we got her. And we got another one over here. Yes, I knew you were going to get me, but I got you first. There we are. Now they're just going off into that spawn point now, so they'll be gone. But I can sense we have something coming after us. Miss Monster. So I'm going to grab this loot from earlier, and I will go and find, if I can, another... Oh, didn't want to go that way. Another smasher. And I will see you in a moment. Okay. I have finally found a smasher. It has taken me probably about, I think, 7 missions trying to find yet another smasher, because I think I may have destroyed them all in the map we were in before. So I've come over now to another mission instead, and I found one. So I've come over to another mission instead, and I found one here. So we have got our level 106 now. Oh, let's get these out of the way first. Come on. Thank you. I don't want to wake him up before I get started. Right, so what I'll do, because I like to go up high so that they can't actually get you, at least for these testing anyway. So let's see how many shots then the Old Betsy takes to kill a level 82 smasher. Oh, I like that. Nice kickback on that. 3, 4. Oh, I missed that one. Where are you? Come here, smasher. 5. Now this one doesn't shoot through walls like the other ones do. Let's get down here and get him down here. 6. 7. Let him go sleep he is. 8 shots. So that, I think, is the best so far that we've had. Wonder how it does on these, because he can't get me at the moment. Doesn't shoot through the armor too well. No, doesn't shoot through the armor, but definitely on a smasher it does pretty good damage. Right, we got one last one over here. So just as a comparison, I know this one is a looks like a fire element smasher. So let's see on the Yeomans again, is it? And that's 1 shot, 2 shots. See, 3 shots and not very much damage. If I change over to the Old Betsy now, I mean that does a lot more damage. So what I originally thought would have been, I think, my favourite sniper has rapidly changed now I've seen the Old Betsy, and I think I will be sticking to the Old Betsy. Now the Old Betsy, very similar to the Yeomans, is a 1-shot smasher. A 1-shot. Oh, thank you. You put me up here, safe up here. Before you have to reload is literally just 1 shot. There we go. Whereas the Yeoman Sniper, like this, which you can shoot through the walls, or even the Obliterator, I think. Yes, the Obliterator as well has multiple shots that you can do before you have to reload. Yes, so the Yeomans and the Old Betsy, they both have a single shot ammo to them, whereas the Yeoman Sniper and the Obliterator have multiple shots to their magazine size. So they have a benefit in the fact you can shoot multiple shots off. As well, the Obliterator and the Yeoman both have the benefit that you can shoot through walls. The Yeoman has even further benefit that it can see through walls. So they all, personally, they all have their own perks and benefits to them. None of them are identical. They're all totally different. I'm gonna be sort of swayed more for defense wise. I think either the Old Betsy or my Yeomans. For defender wise, then I would probably go Obliterator first, and then go for the Yeoman Sniper second, because at least that way then they can both shoot through walls, and you can box them all in, so at least your defenders won't get shot and killed, or not shot, but they won't get killed. So that's their benefits. But I think what we'll do now, if we go back now into the inventory, and we'll have a quick look. I'll show you the different setups I've got for each one. Okay then, right, so let's have a look. So the Yeoman Sniper rifle, if I just go on to this, the inspection, now the Yeoman Sniper has got energy damage, It's got 2 lots of crit rating on there because it didn't start off with a very good critical chance, so I put 2 crit ratings on there to at least give it 48.5% chance of crit rate, so that's just under half of the bullets that you shoot will have a critical chance to it. And of course I got my crit damage, and I put the magazine size on this one only because they do have quite a small magazine size anyway, but it's, you know, it's more than a one shot like the other ones. So that's my Neon Sniper rifle. The Obliterator, now that one we've got the crit damage and crit rating. Now I've got a 40% impact on this one as well, which is what you saw in the footage there, that the smasher gets knocked back with the shots, and if you get a headshot on it, it does impact, I feel, a lot better. But also I've got at the bottom a headshot damage, because the last perk, which obviously you can't change, is a headshot eliminations, cause an explosion damaging enemies within the 0.5 tiles for 30% weapon damage. So it'll cause an explosion every time you get a headshot. So I thought I'd get the impact in there as well, just to go along with that headshot damage and the headshot eliminations. So that's that one. The Old Betsy. Now this one we have the critical rating again. I've got twice on there to bump that critical chance up to just under 50% as well. We've got the energy element on there, which is what it came with, and we've got, of course, the crit damage and an impact on that one as well. So that that again helps to sort of push the husk backwards when you shoot them. Oh, just one last thing. This one, getting 5 headshots in a row increases range weapon damage plus 30% for 10 seconds. So I couldn't find any perk that kind of went along with that, so I've left these perks on the double crit rating instead. And of course then we have the Yeoman down here. Now this one then, we have the 90%, we've got crit damage and a crit rating up there. We've got the impact on there again, and I've got the damage to slowed and snared targets, because the last perk down the bottom is damage dealt with this weapon snares the target for 30 seconds, 30% for 6 seconds. So that damage to slowed will tie in with that one. And now it's not one that I'm testing out here, but another good sniper that you can use is a super shredder, because that one does use shotgun shells, and it's more like a shotgun than a sniper rifle, but it's a pretty good rifle, but it's not in this test today, so we won't go into that one. But just to go through the different damages that these snipers do. Now the Neon Sniper has actually got the lowest damage of them all, so it's got its added benefit of shooting through walls and locating husks through walls, but it's got the downside then of a low DPS of just under 10,500 DPS there. Now the best damage out of the lot is the Yeoman with the 35,000 DPS, and let's see, the next one then is the Old Betsy with 26,000, and then you have the Obliterator then with just under 20,000. So in terms of damage per second, then the Neon isn't that great at all, but in terms of being able to shoot the husks even when they can't see where you are, then I'd say the Neon Sniper rifle is the best. But in terms of the most damage, then it would be the Yeomans, with a very close, I reckon, close second of the Old Betsy, and then the Obliterator then last. But the Obliterator can shoot through walls and structures as well. You just can't actually see the husks behind the structure like you can with the Neon Sniper rifles. So that is the 4 snipers that we tested today. So in my personal opinion, I am going to say he is very close. I think I'll have a close first place with the Yeomans and the Old Betsy. I think they're my 2 favourite snipers, and I'll definitely be using them throughout some future missions. But do let me know in the comments down below what your favourite sniper is. Perhaps you've got a different one on here that I haven't even gone through. If you have, just let me know. Be interesting to see what other weapons people use. But I do hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope it has been useful for you, because it's cost me literally about 500,000 XP to level all of these 4 weapons up to 106. So I do hope that it's been worthwhile and that you find it useful. But until next time, I hope you have a lovely day, and as always, stay safe.